Hey, it's Kimberlee and welcome back to my channel. I make videos on all things lifestyle on a budget, and I can't believe I haven't thought of this thing in 4 years. Like, I can't believe I've been struggling for 4 years and never put two and two together to do a little search to see if I could find a solution. But here we are, and I finally came to my senses, and in this video I'm going to be trying out one of those silicone covers that goes over your sink, so when you're doing your makeup, your brushes don't fall in the sink or on the floor, or even like your skincare. I'll definitely show you in a little bit, but if you're wondering why I've never mentioned again my Inky List Mandelic Acid serum that I have, it's because it's in between my sink and my tub and I cannot get it out. So in the past I was talking about how great that product is, and then you never saw it again, and you know why? Because I can't get it out. But if I had this little cover, that would not have happened. So that is why we're here. We're trying to make things easier for myself. Randomly came across this on Amazon and I was like, my pride and joy here is doing things where I haven't even looked at the product. So I have it, I haven't even opened it. It gives me an extra level of mystery, and we're gonna experience this together. So bonus points that it comes rolled up. I specifically looked for that. There are a few of these covers that kind of just lay flat, and then when you dry it, you just gotta like leave it out. I like the fact that once this is dry, I can roll it up and it's for easy storage. So yay for that. I got this for $17.99, and guess what it's called? A bathroom sink cover. The measurements are 20.7 by 14.5. Again, I went with the smaller one because that is roughly the size of my sink. The larger one is 23 inches by 15.4 inches, and that one is just $3 more. There are 3 colors, black, gray, and white. I just went with black because, I don't know, just seems straightforward. I think it was the cheaper of the 3. This silicone mat is heat resistant up to 480 degrees Fahrenheit, so you can use your hot tools, your curling iron, your straightener, etc. You can also hand wash it, which is great. You can run through the dishwasher. I wouldn't do that. I don't even have a dishwasher, so it's not my concern, but I don't know, you could do that if you really wanted to. Also, once we open this bad boy up, it has a raised design. You could actually use this to wash your makeup brushes, which is interesting. I did a video a couple months back of testing out different ways to wash my makeup brushes to make it easier. I settled on a product that was also made of silicone. It's a little bowl versus the electric one, which was horrible. So this will be interesting to test out. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that's cool, but I'm also then like, well, then I'd have to wash this whole thing. I could just use the bowl because it's smaller, but this could also just be a 1-2 go for somebody. So like I said, it's Velcro together, and then when we unwind it, okay, so this is what it looks like unwound. It's pretty big. I'll just be here. Feels really good quality. I can see the difference between the side grooves and then the ones that would be for the makeup brushes. I'll put it closer so that you can see. This is the inner edge, so you can see these are the grooves for your makeup brushes, and then the other side looks just like the left side. Now, personally for me, when deciding between the different mats that were offered, I went with one that didn't have any material coming across the center. Some of them do, and then you'll have to measure the distance between the sink head and then how much space you have with the actual sink. And I thought it would just be easier because you could probably just adjust it better if it was just open. So I went with that one. This hole right here is going to be where you can hang it and store it. Since I only have one outlet in my bathroom and I don't use it, I won't be able to test this out in terms of how it can withstand the heat, but I will be testing it out for everything else, which is pretty much, can I still use the faucet? Does it fit over my sink? And comparing it to the photo that you'll see in just a second that shows what the smaller size looks like versus the larger size. This product claims that it can also hold up to 7 pounds, and I'm gonna do my best to be realistic on the amount of stuff that I'm gonna put on top of it. Welcome to my sink. I just wanted to show you in real how it normally looks. When I'm going to be doing my makeup, this is where I've been at for the last like 4 years or so. I usually like put out my products like this, and I'm always like worried that they're gonna roll back and forth, but we start to just get like packed up, and then eventually they will end up sliding in, which is super annoying. So we don't want any of that, and we're hoping that this will be the easy fix. So I'm just gonna move everything out the way. The sink opening for mine is about 17, and then here is about 10.5. So that's why I went with the smaller one. Okay, moment of truth. Okay. Wow, that fits really well. I forgot to mention that the reason why this opening is here is so that you could still, in theory, use this to rinse brushes. Some people were also doing like, oh, look at me washing my hands. But I was like, I'm never going to like sit there and try to wash my hands in such a small spot. So we're going to disregard that. Now for me, ideally, this could fit all the way up to about here, which is great. Obviously, this is going to roll up. So over time, it will flatten out. We're just going to put this here to hold it. I really like how sturdy and strong this mat is. The only area that has a little bit of dipping is the very center, but it's not so much that the whole thing's gonna fall in. I think that it just depends on how much you put there, which you'll see in a little bit. I really tested the boundaries and none of it ever fell through. I specifically loved adding all my hair tools in just to see how far we could stretch this, and I gotta say, it most definitely passed the test. The amount of stuff I had on here was truly chaotic and I couldn't wait to clean it all up, but this is just so you get the full idea. It was super easy to roll up after, especially since it has been rolled up tightly. I've got the Velcro strap to keep it in place so that it doesn't end up unwinding. And then I just wanted to also show how easy it was to end up hanging it from one of the hooks that I have. I don't know about you, but I'm over the moon when I find a product that is so simple and yet beyond effective. This is just a simple game changer, just something that makes your life easier. It makes sense. Whoever thought of this, congratulations, great idea. I can't recommend this enough. This will make my life easier. Do you know the feeling of when your brush falls into the sink and it's all wet and gross? Like, ugh, I don't want that feeling anymore. I'm so happy that this is the easiest, simplest solution. It's not crazy expensive. It makes sense. I feel like this is something that everyone can use, even if you're not using it for makeup. If you're using an electric shaver or if you've got certain other products. Honestly, if you just need more sink space, it's super easy to just roll out and go. I actually maybe could have even gone with the larger size, but I think this is enough. I don't need like a giant mat to overtake the whole thing. I like that where the opening is for the sink head, I can still push it back if I wanted to, so it allows me to adjust this how I'd like it for my sink. Because like I said before, if you had that material that closes it off, I wouldn't have been able to push it forward like I am now. So I consider this adjustable. Let's have a discussion down below. Are you late to the party like I am, or you just never realized that this was a possibility? Like I'm telling you, I was never thinking that I didn't need to struggle. Like I was just like, oh, this sucks. Like all my stuff always falls over. Oh well. Comment down below if you have any other products that are like the easiest solution to just make your life so much easier. If you have something similar, let me know if you like it or not. Again, it's so easy to be able to wash it. You can use your hot tools with it. It's adjustable. This is also a really great gift idea, and it could be for anyone. I don't think there's many people that wouldn't need this. You know what I'm saying? Except if you have a built-in sink cover with your sink already. I mean, that's about it. And if you don't, and you're thinking about a custom sink, I just gave you a great idea. I'm just saying, I just gave a great idea, like a custom sink that has a cover that you can pull down and out. Like, who am I? I just have all these great ideas. Anyway, let's have a discussion down below. I'm super happy with this. It's just made my life 10,000 times easier. Hopefully there's more like that. I'll have links to this one specifically down below. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.